Today is the last day to file and submit your intent to run for office with the Board of Elections for the 2024 elections. And I think it's important that I advise, or I share this afternoon, all right, that I want to inform the community and my colleagues that I will not be seeking re-election in the upcoming 2024 election cycle. I came to this decision after careful reflection and discussion with family members, friends, supporters, and constituents. After 37 years of public service, the last 6 of which I have been a member of this body. And I know that now, I am ready to write a new chapter by continuing to be of service to the people of the Virgin Islands in a different forum and in a different role. I will also be using this time to spend more time with my 91-year-old mother, who will be 92 in August of this year. But be assured that although I am not seeking re-election, my journey is far from over, and there is much work to be done before my term expires in January. And if you know me, you know I plan to use every day I have left in the 34th legislature, the 35th legislature, to fight, to push for the causes I hold dear and those causes that are dear to the people. I will be seeking out new and exciting ways to give back to my community. I do have a foundation, the DFG Community Impact Foundation, of which I'll be working hard to continue the work there. But rest assured, my service to the Virgin Islands and our people will not end with my Senate term. I will continue to be the voice for accountability and remain committed to the principle that government works best when we put our collective heads together and leave our egos at the door. I am so proud of what I have been able to accomplish along with my colleagues during my time as senator. 6 years ago, around June of 2018, when I announced my bid for the 33rd legislature, I said to you, the people of the Virgin Islands, that I would focus on results that would benefit all Virgin Islanders, not just a few. And I have kept that promise by focusing on sponsoring and co-sponsoring legislation, focus on improving the way of life for the people of this territory. And just here's a small few things that I have worked on with my colleagues, of course, sponsoring the landmark legislation to create a funding source for the government employees retirement system, sponsoring legislation for the rights of victims of crime and domestic violence, ensuring funding for WAPA, while ensuring and insisting oversight of which we have yet to see come to fruition. Reestablishing the Tax Study Commission. We know that many of our businesses here continue to talk about their challenges with the gross receipt taxes and the fact that we need to look at our tax structure here in the Virgin Islands, which have yet to come to fruition. We've done our work here. I've also worked diligently with my colleagues, which it failed 2 times before we were able to pass it, which was creating the agency dedicated to the maintenance of our schools, which has yet to come to fruition. Ensuring adequate funding for our student athletes and strengthening our economic development program to attract investors and broadening our revenue base. And one of the things I'm very excited about is the fact that we were able, under my leadership, to ensure that the Island District of St. John in particular, their capital projects are now only used for capital projects and not to haul trash from St. John to St. Thomas. Securing and supporting funding for capital improvements include many capital improvements. One that's notable that I really want to see started is the Sugar Estate Repair Project. Also the site planning for the Red Hook Sports Complex in St. Thomas, which is very much needed. And sponsoring legislation for government employees to support their long overdue retroactive wages, securing retirees' bonuses, and paying retirees their retroactive annual bonuses as well, and the University of the Virgin Islands' long overdue retroactive wages from since 1994 and prior, and just so much more. But another hour and another place, there will be plenty of time for me to reminisce and have remembrance of all the good work that I've done with my colleagues. And I'm looking forward to the work ahead as we work on the 2025 budget cycle and focus on my legislative agenda to the end of this term. But before I end and go back to the matter at hand, I would like to make one thing absolutely and abundantly clear. Although I'm leaving the Senate, and today is the last day to file your intent, I am not leaving the people of the Virgin Islands. I am not going anywhere. I will remain a fierce advocate for good government and sound public policy in the Virgin Islands when my term ends. I will continue to be that person you can count on. Thank you to the people of the Virgin Islands, particularly those of the St. Thomas St. John District, for your confidence in allowing me to represent you for the past 3 terms. It has been a privilege and an absolute honor. I will continue to do the work to secure results that benefits all Virgin Islanders, not just a few. So I want to thank you. I wanted to do this today because it's filing date and I have not sent out anything, and I think it's important for me to let the community know that I am not going to be on the ballot this time, but I will continue to be that person for the people of the Virgin Islands.